Found my husband and little sister in bed together. My 22 years female husband, 22 years male, and I had what I thought to be the most amazing, healthy, and happy marriage. We have been together a little over 2 years but have known each other for 7 years. We met in high school, but never dated. I have a young son. His bio dad is what you would call a deadbeat. My husband stepped up, and has been his father since he was 4 months old. My son and family absolutely adore my husband. My family and husband became extremely close, super fast. My husband and I started trying for a baby a couple months after we started dating. But, sadly didn't end up conceiving our son until 15 months after we started trying. Dealing with infertility was extremely bad mentally for me. I spent a lot of time crying into my husband's chest, after about the 7th negative pregnancy test in a row. We were elated when we found out I was pregnant with our second son last November. Global situation happened and put a bit of a damper on my pregnancy. So I had my younger sister, 18F, over to our apartment a lot to keep me company while my husband worked long hours due to global situation. My siblings and I, there are 4 of us, are all extremely close, but my little sister and I are by far the closest out of all our siblings. I basically raised her after my mom abandoned us to go and live with her boyfriend, 2 months after our father died. Would do anything for her at the drop of a hat and would defend her and be on her side no matter what. One weekend in April, my husband decided to unwind and have a drink for the first time in almost a year. He is pretty straight edge. My little sister was over, so I went out and bought some wine for her to drink so they could have fun a drink together, since I was pregnant and obviously couldn't drink with him. While we all played games and watched movies. It started getting late and I was tired so I went to bed. I woke up around 1 AM and didn't see my husband in bed next to me, so I got up to go see if he was maybe playing video games still. I didn't bother putting my glasses on. When I got out to the living room I saw with my extremely blurred vision him standing bent over her, while she was laying on the couch. They were both clothed, but I made me feel extremely uneasy and sick to my stomach. I asked what they were doing and my husband said he was talking to her. I backed to the bathroom and started crying but just thought was being ridiculous and hormonal, and tried pushing it to the back of my head. Only I couldn't, the memory consumed my every thought and was driving me insane. But I didn't have proof that anything had happened and I didn't actually see them doing anything so, again, I just told myself that I was being crazy and that they would never do something like that to me, especially not while heavily pregnant. My husband started to become increasingly distant and just plain nasty to me. Seemingly always finding something to fight with me about. Not showing me any attention or affection or sex. Which was extremely out of character and unlike him. I brushed it off as him being stressed about the new baby. My husband and I bought our first home in May and I wanted all of our rooms painted before we moved in. My husband agreed, and my sister offered to help him. Fast forward to July, after 3 months of feeling like something just wasn't and that my marriage was failing. I woke up one Monday morning 9 months pregnant, to an empty bed, my husband nowhere in sight. My little sister had spent the night. I put in my contacts and then went into the living room to see if he was up playing with the new kitten we had gotten the night before. No sign of him. My stomach dropped. The door to my unborn child's nursery was open, where my little sister was sleeping. My heart sank. My feet felt like cement blocks, but I slowly started walking towards the room. Only to see my husband on his knees giving oral to my baby sister in our unborn son's nursery. The first words out of my mouth was, "I fucking knew it, get out of my house." I'll never forget the look on their faces. I was so heartbroken and traumatized. I ran to our master bathroom and just stood there in shock. My husband eventually came in and tried to talk to me. I threw everything within reach at him and told him to get out and leave me alone. He didn't, so I pushed past him. How the fuck she could actually do something like that to me of all people? Neither of them have an answer and they had sex almost every time she was over and I went to sleep. I have no want or need for a relationship with my sister. I truly feel she owes me more loyalty than anyone is this planet. How do I heal from this ultimate betrayal from the 2 people I'm closest to? Edit. Just to clear up some confusion. My husband did not groom or take advantage of her. She has said it was 100% consensual. My husband and her both have said there was absolutely no romantic feelings involved in it either. Just purely sex. Also, I might add that my little sister has an extensive history with sleeping with grown men. But I never thought she'd cross the line and sleep with my husband. I am by no means taking the heat off of him by saying this either. Currently a man, 27, is serving prison time for getting caught having sex with her in the back of his car when she was 15. Also, the dude had the same name as our older brother. She's just got serious issues. A couple years back I found out she'd been using my sex toys while I was at work. Obviously grossed me out and I threw them away. She's deranged and has boundary issues. But again, I genuinely never thought she'd do anything to try and ruin my marriage or relationship with me. She's also holds an extremely special place in my son's heart. I don't get why she'd chance ruining it. I'm so confused, honestly. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel for more such stories.